one thing, like, being an engineer, working, in the space that I work in and just trying to be somebody that's always forward thinking, I understand the revolution of where we got to, right? But yeah, it's nostalgic on so many different like levels. Like it's nothing like going with your homeboys, like you had brought up record stores, like going to the mall, like with your partners because somebody had to drop you off there and you looking through CDs. That anticipation, like of like going to get a specific album or picking up something visually because it caught your eye, right? I remember the first time. So a single that I picked up was Ice Cream Man by Master P. And I can remember the cover is like the brothers in a suit. Like I haven't even heard the song yet. It was all white. And, when you got the single on the CD, it's still, it was a single, but it came with 5 tracks. But I remember I was like, man, like for some reason I want to listen to this because I physically picked it up. I saw the CD. I was like, man, I'm gonna buy this. And it was cheaper, right? It was like, $3.99 or whatever it may be. So those things, yes, I feel like it's very nostalgic. I'm a person that while I understand the moments we're in, it's something about just kind of slowing down and going back in time and just like taking your time to kind of consume content at the same time. So, yeah, I miss it, but I don't want to knock where we are today because I also understand that through progress, a lot of things, have made people's lives better, made consuming things a lot better. Using digital platforms makes sense, right? And what we're trying to accomplish and what we're trying to do because a lot of things with the physical can also, impact their environment in a negative way if you're thinking about all of the packaging and everything else that's associated with it. We can also make an argument too, though, with the heat required to, keep some of these servers going, but or the electricity. But it's like it because I went through it too. Like I do miss it, for a young kid today. It may seem like it's like, man, that doesn't sound appealing to me, but yeah, I do miss it. So this just, look, all I want for Christmas, you hear this on the radio, you would hear it like, when you talk about like going back into physical stores and stuff, you would hear it like Penny's, like Dillard's, like Target, Sam's, wherever. Like it just symbolizes Christmas. Like it's it. And like for like Christmas, like even when we were younger to now, my mother was like really, really big into Christmas. And then, when you're young, you just really care about the gifts. Now, as you get a little bit older, you care about the family. And so when you hear that song, it's like, okay, I'm automatically thinking about my mom. My mom got decorations all over the house. It takes me to a time when we in the car and, you listening to the radio and that song would come on the station. It's like, okay. The snow is falling. It's like, man, like it's all of the other sensory things that's associated with Christmas that brings it all together and brings it back home to create those memories. That's why it's important to me. And it's just a symbolism of family, even to this day. Like if you think about the song, like we're gonna hear this multiple times on so many commercials, on so many different things. The power of that song is it's a phenomenal one, and it represents so much. And so for me, it just represents family, knowing it's holiday time, knowing I'm going to see my mother soon, all of those type of different things. And that's why I love it. You can listen to my Total Life soundtrack as a playlist on Apple, Tidal, Spotify. Just check out Norris Ryan's Songology.